we have ur equals 3 minus 2r, and we want to find the first four terms, which are 1 minus 1 minus 3 minus 5. So this is, of course, decreasing. Okay, for the second example, we have ur equals 10 plus 2 minus 1r, and you want to find the first five terms and the middle value. Okay, if you notice something here, okay, 10 here is a constant, okay, like it doesn't get affected by r. It's not raised to the power of r or not multiplied by it or anything. So the only one that's affected by r here is really only this one, okay. And if you pay attention closely, you'll find that this one like oscillates between -2 and 2, okay. So it's either 10 plus 2 or it's either 10 minus 2. These are the only possible values. Okay, so let's check it out. Is this real or not? So we wanna take u1 equals plus 2 times -1 to the power of 1, which is basically -2, which is 8. u2 equals 10 plus 2 times -1 to the power of 2, which is basically 12. u3, as I said, is 10 minus 2. u4 is 10 plus 2. Since this is oscillating, so we don't have to like manually each time put r equals an even number or an odd. You can just like make a discussion. Okay, we can make a discussion. R odd, R even. If r is odd, it will be 8. If r is even, it will be 12. So this is kind of like you put it on a scratch just to save time. Okay, and so we have u4 equals 12, 8, u5 equals, this is odd, therefore it is 8. So the middle value is obviously 10 because they oscillate around 10. Okay, so this is the middle value 10. The numbers oscillate either between 10 and 12. Let's go to the next example. We have ur equals 5 minus 1r, and Sn equals sigma ur. Okay, we want to find Sn for every n. Now this is basically impossible. Now why is that? Because simply for every n is the natural number, so it's like kinda infinity. But here the question meant do like make a discussion, you know what I mean? And as we saw, -1r is -1 and it's +1. It's -1 if r is odd, and it's +1 if r is even. Therefore, for this question, we want to make a discussion. Okay, Sn equals 5 times -1 r times -1 r. Okay, now what if r is odd? As you said, it will be -1. So Sn equals I mean un equals -5 if r is odd, and if this is even, it will be equal just to 5. If r is even, un will be equal to 5. Now the question is asking us about Sn. We don't want n. We don't want un. We want Sn. Therefore, since Sn equals u1 plus u2 plus u3 plus blah 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 plus un, okay, If you notice something here, an odd, look, for the natural numbers, it's odd, even, odd, even, and so on, okay? So for each pair, Sn will be 0, okay? Like let's say we want S4. S4 is U1 plus U2 plus U3 plus U4. Now U1 and U2, okay, look, U1 is odd, so it's minus 5. U2 is even, so it's 5. U3 is odd, so it's minus 5. U4 is even, so it's plus 5. So all of these will be 0. Therefore, if if Sn, if the n in the Sn was even, meaning that it gives us like certain number of pairs, then Sn will be equal to 0. But if Sn is, but if the n in Sn is odd, then it would give us another thing. It would give us minus 5. Because let's say we have S of 5, okay? It's basically S4 plus U5. And we know that U5 is minus 5, and we know that S4 is 0. Therefore, S of any odd number equals S of the even one, that is before it, plus the U odd one. Okay, just like this example. So the answer is simply Sn equals 0 if n is even, minus 5 if n is odd.